Hey, it's Liam Wall. Welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to be doing Welcome Home Son by Radical Face. I did a cover of this song a couple years ago and it's done pretty well on my YouTube, so I've had a lot of people ask me to show how I played it. So I'm going to be showing you two different ways to play it. The first way is the way that I learned it by ear because that's how I learn songs. I'm also going to show you how he plays it, because he tunes his guitar down half a step. So that's the only difference. The chord shapes are all the same, just where you're placed on the fretboard is only different by one fret. So how I'm going to show you is how I originally learned it for now. I'm going to be teaching this at an intermediate level. So I'm assuming you know what a bar chord is, a power chord, you know. So the intro riff goes like this. It's a G flat power chord, and the picking pattern is just 6 4 6 4 6 4, and that stays the same throughout the entire song. So I'm going to be using a pick for this. He actually uses finger picking. So you can use whichever you like better, but I think the pick sounds pretty good, especially if you're just playing it, acoustically by yourself and singing along. The riff that starts off the song goes like this. And then you go to the first fret on the 5th string, you keep that pinky up on the 4th fret on the 4th string, and then you slide it down to the 3rd fret on the 4th string. And the timing is a little awkward on this song. I think it's in like 9/8 or something, but I'm not quite sure about that. So you're going to have to listen to the track a couple times, his version of it, just to figure out, where the lyrics go and how to time out those chord switches. That's how I learned how to do it. So the intro riff goes like this. So that's the intro, and then once you start singing, the only thing that changes, what I like to change is instead of doing that slide down, just start on the 3rd fret with the pinky, that power chord of the B flat minor basically. So basically with the lyrics it goes like this. Sleep, don't visit, so I choke on the sun, and the days blur into one, the backs of my eyes. So these changes, it goes sleep, don't visit, so I choke on sun, and this is the B to the G flat, and the days blur into one, and we go up to that D flat power chord. You're not really going to use the top 2 strings, so just keep this power chord shape. Things I've never done, sheets are swaying from an old clothesline, like a row of captured ghosts over old dead grass. It's never much, but we made the most. And then we go into the chorus, and all you do is slide up to that E flat minor. Welcome home. So it's E flat minor to the B to the G flat. And that repeats 4 times. the second verse is chips are luncheon, and it's exactly the same as the first verse. So you don't change anything. These chords stay the same. Luncheon from my chest. Some have names, but most do not. If you find one, please let me know what piece I've lost. Peel. And so basically, as you get to the turnaround of that, the top of each verse, you hold out that D flat for just a little bit more. So it's, if you find one, please let me know what piece I've lost. Peel the scars from off my back. I don't need them anymore. You can throw them out, or keep them in your mason jar. We're back at the chorus. I've come on. So the way I'm playing these power chords is I'm not really using these last 3 strings hardly at all, or the last 2 strings, the high E and the B. So if you want to strum like a little harder, just make sure that you're muting the top 2 strings with your index, as you're making that power chord. And the same thing with when you switch to that G flat. And then after this chorus here, there's this part that's kind of like a post-chorus thing, but it's the same chords as the chorus, so it's like, oh, my nightmares escape my head, bar the door, please don't let them in. You were never supposed to leave. Now my head's splitting at the same chords. And I don't know if I can. So that's like the very last part of that post-chorus part. So it's just the B, I don't know, to the G flat, if I can, to that D flat. And then there's this kind of outro part of the song that goes like this. So it goes that E flat minor, ooh, to the G flat, ooh, to the B, ooh, to the B flat minor, ooh, and then that repeats, ooh, ooh, and then we go back to the B, ooh, to the B flat minor, ooh, and then I kind of just play these chords for the ending. The B to the G flat to the D flat, and then I kind of end it on that D flat. So if you want to know how he plays it in his recording and in his live performances, all you do is you tune down your guitar half a step so that E becomes an E flat, your A becomes an A flat, your D becomes a D flat, G becomes a G flat, and then your B becomes a B flat, and then that high E goes down to an E flat. And the only difference is he's playing this, because we're tuned down half a step, the power chord position would be as if you're playing a G. So I'm going to refer to the chords as if we're in standard tuning. So it's the G. And the chords stay the same, you're just on a different spot on the fretboard. And he uses this finger picking. 6 4 6 4 6 4 6 4. And it's the same. And pretty much all the chords are the same. C, G to the D. Or you can just play the D with second fret on that third string. And you can even pull off from the 4 to the when you go to that D. So please, let me know good piece of us. And then the chorus, same thing, it's just E minor, C to G, E minor, C, G, E minor, C, G. It's exactly the same. The only difference is your guitar is tuned down half a step, so you're in the G major position basically with all your power chords. Hopefully this video helped you guys learn how to play Welcome Home Son by Radical Face. If you have any questions about it or anything about timing or really any questions at all, please just leave them in the comments and I'll try to respond to them.